Ladies and gentlemen, it is karaoke season.
The 2018 New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase. We will hear over 300 songs sung in 13 venues to find the top 96 adult and top 12 minor karaoke enthusiasts. And then finally, the 2018 New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Champ. To become part of this massive event, simply log on to callmeozz.net and click on the New Mexico State Fair Register Here logo.
Hello everybody and welcome to Call Me Ozz Live. I am Oz and I just want to thank you all for joining us today. It's going to be another amazing week for us. We have already had an amazing week. We have all kinds of great and new and wonderful stuff going on in the wonderful world of Call Me Oz. So I think by next week I'll be able to make some major announcements about some meetings that we had today and probably be able to finalize them by next week and make these announcements. So in the meantime, want to talk a little bit about last Friday. That was at Lucky 66 Bowl. We held the 5th and final preliminary audition for the 20 that were qualified to return on June 1st, which is when we will actually kick off the real karaoke season. So mark your calendar, plan to attend at Lucky 66 Bowl. That'll be next Friday, June 1st. We start at 9 o'clock. Get there as early as you can because it is limited seating inside the bar. Once we reach capacity, we will be putting people over in the restaurant where we will have a feed over there showing what's going on in there, but we'd prefer to have you inside the bar. So if you can get there as early as possible. So last Friday started out a little bit slow, but it definitely picked up. We had a great night. The 4 that were chosen were another amazing 4. The 20 that are singing on June 1st, just based on scores, it's going to be one hell of a concert. So make sure you plan to attend. And then we'll be qualifying the first 10 to the New Mexico State Fair. Yes, the time has finally arrived. I'm excited. The team is excited. We're ready to go. Also, last Saturday, I ran down to Los Lunas to open up the Camino Riel Winery and Tap Room karaoke showcase that KJ Danielson was hosting. And I was lucky enough to be able to go in there and say hello to everybody, to sing Crazy Train and get the show rolling. They also had an amazing night. So it was a great job. Good job, KJ Danielson. Great job, Angie and Trent. And I believe the other judge's name was Brandon. And congratulations to all the people that made it into his finals. And congratulations to the 4 that made it off. And congratulations to Pavel, who was the new champion for the year. Also, I was supposed to go to Kilt Check last Sunday, which was rescheduled because they didn't do it on Mother's Day. But we celebrated Mother's Day this last Sunday, and our event ran over a little bit, so I didn't make it to Kilt Check. I think that was the first time that I didn't make it to a scheduled venue. So anyway, I will plan on going this Sunday from 5 to 6, so hopefully I get to see y'all. Hopefully you guys can make it. Last night, I was at the Elks Lodge in Rio Rancho with Tommy and had a great time there. And then I rolled on down to Sidelines Sports Bar and Grill with Country Joe. Had a great time, got to sing a couple of songs. Man, it was a good time. It was a good night of karaoke last night. I had a great time. So I just want to say hello to Dawn and Becky and Amos and Daniel and Letitia and Jason. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you guys are out there. And Jason, looking forward to seeing you at the State Fair. Yes, he's joining us all the way from Denver. So next week, I kind of have an easy week between now and next Wednesday compared to normal. So tomorrow I will be at Zulo's, and then I will be at Effing Bar tomorrow night for a little bit. Saturday I will be at the Southwest Comedy Showcase. That show is Friday night and Saturday night. And then Sunday I'll be at Kiltcheck, and that'll be it until I see you again live next Wednesday. I do want to go ahead and go to the website. I want to show you all the updates that's going on at this point in time. Let me see here. If you're on the home page, all you do is click on the logo here that says register here, and then that will take you over to the New Mexico State Fair homepage. When you get there, you just click on elimination brackets. This is where you can watch the entire showcase unfold week by week. When you click on that, it's going to take you over to this page. As of right now, we don't have anybody signed up at the fair, but remember, after June 1st, we will see the first 10 names appear on these elimination brackets. What we've got down here is the journey for the minors. And for the minors, that will all occur on June 10th at Kiltcheck, and then, June 10th at Elks Lodge, and then June 24th at Kiltcheck. And we will find our top 12 minors to go to the fair. So in the meantime, this is where we're at. We're at the Journey at Dewar's Pub. You will see here listed the top 20 that have qualified to come back and try out. 10 of them will make it to the fair. The other 10 will roll over to other venues, and they will try again. And just to point out over here on the left-hand side, we have a Singing Wind coming up. Going to be talking about that a little bit more in a minute. So that's enough for the website for now. One thing that I do want to bring up was my issue that I brought up last week concerning is your karaoke venue legal or not? There was one error that I made about CareFund. I just simply want to clarify it. What I said was if you're using the $5.99 subscription, it was illegal to use for public use, which it is. What I meant to say was the $5.99 is a 2-day party pass, and the $10 per month subscription are only for personal use, not public use. You must use the $129 per month per venue professional subscription to be legal with CareFund. And you must purchase a subscription for each venue that you KJ at. That's what I wanted to clarify. I want to make something very clear also. I wasn't targeting any particular person or venue. The way I choose my topics is actually very simple. In a week's time, I have hundreds of conversations with fellow singers, with KJs, with venues, with bar managers, with owners of different places, and my topics are all what they're talking about. This subject has been brought up a lot lately, especially by the owners of establishments, because they're getting the calls from ASCAP and BMI, YouTube, and CareFund, and it's them that pays the price if any of these laws are violated. So they wanted to know the facts. So I simply dug into it, got the facts, and I spoke it live. And that is how I get my topics for our live, Call Me Ozz Live. So it's just about the community as a whole. And what we do is we choose not to support venues that don't follow the copyright laws simply because we could be held liable in the Sue Happy country as well. And also, if we promote a venue or a KJ that's broadcasting illegally and they get popped, it'll come back to Call Me Ozz. It happens all the time. So we just want to get everybody on the right track and put it where it needs to be. And I also want to say I have absolutely nothing against CareFund. In fact, I think the professional version is an awesome way to go, as the professional version has mastered tracks with the rights from the artist to legally broadcast them, and that's a good thing. So as long as you have reliable internet, you can have a very awesome karaoke show, control your operating costs. As much as I'd love karaoke to be free, it's just not realistic, as long as venues have to pay utility bills, rents, taxes, fees, and all kinds of other overhead. The only free karaoke is to stay at home and do it. You know, unless we lived in a socialist society, of course, which I'm glad we don't. And by the way, I will point out specifically that Karaoke Joe has informed me that he is using the professional version of Carafun at Red Velvet. And I have to say, I am extremely excited and glad he is, because that is absolutely one of my favorite places to sing. I love the setup. I love the atmosphere. I love the stage. I love everything about Red Velvet. So I am so happy to hear this. So make sure you check them out and support them as well. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. But what I do want to do is go on to events, because these are the most exciting things about Call Me Oz. This is what we love to do. We love to put events together. We love bringing the community together. We love everybody having fun and just having a great time. So the Southwest Comedy Showcase, you've heard a lot about this. It's going down this weekend. And I have a few tickets left. These are what the tickets look like. They're real. And I have a few tickets left. Not too many. I have a couple for Friday night, I think, and a couple for Saturday night. So I'm going to give them away. What I'm going to do right now is if somebody can tell me where the first Minors audition is, all you have to do is type into the comments, tell me where the first Minors audition is, and you will get 2 free tickets to the Southwest Comedy Showcase, either Friday night or Saturday night. It's your choice. But yeah, you just have to type into Facebook under comments what that is. And this will be at the Outpost Performance Space. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 7:30. You still can get a few tickets online, but I know they're very close to sold out. So the sooner the better, of course. Like I mentioned earlier, we are kicking off karaoke season Friday, June 1st at Lucky 66 Bowl at 9 p.m. And we're going to go from there. I know it's going to be a great night. We will be mixing in regular singers with contestants. So if you just want to come watch the show, no worries. You will probably be able to sing the song as well. Let's see. We're going to move on to the prizes for the Library Downtown Sing-and-Win. This is going to be on Tuesday, June the 5th, and Drastic will be the KJ. I've been really excited when I heard about the prizes. So in case you haven't seen on Facebook yet what the prizes are, here's what they're going to be. The drawing will occur at midnight-ish. Only the first 40 to 50 singers will be eligible, so get there early and make sure you're in the drawing itself. The first name that gets drawn will win 5 days and 4 nights in Cabo San Lucas. The second name that gets drawn will win 5 days, 4 nights in Cabo San Lucas or Puerto Vallarta. The third name, which will be the grand prize, will win 8 days, 7 nights in Cabo San Lucas. Prices include hotel and airfare for 2 using companion travel. Taxes are not included. But yeah, what a great way to go. What a great way to set up a vacation for simply going down, singing a song, and your name gets drawn. But I will tell you this. If you don't go, I guarantee you won't win. But if you do go, there's a good chance you will win. So I hope to see everybody. Also, the dinner and concert continues. Pay attention to Call Me Oz. After we're done with the Southwest Karaoke Showcase, we will actually, Southwest Comedy Showcase, I'm sorry. We will be putting up chances to win at all the auditions. You'll be able to sign up for that. And we'll do the drawing at Camino Real Tap Room on the night of the audition, which is August 25th. And the concert is on September 30th. So, the last thing that we're going to cover here is the minor auditions. So, you know, sometimes they say in psychology you want to lead people to believe that everything's going great and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to be really honest with you. The minors audition is not going well. In fact, it's going really bad. So I'm going to tell you straight up where we're at. The Elks Lodge, we have 4 minors signed up. At Kilt Check, we have 1 minor signed up. This is not good. We need to fill them up. I was asked by many, many people to allow minors to be part of this amazing showcase. So I did. I went ahead and I set up separate venues just for the minors. I set up a special day at the fair just for the minors. And the other thing you need to know too is the venues will not pay the participating fee for the minors simply because they don't support the venues on a weekly basis like the adults do. So therein lies the problem. In order for us to have these minor auditions at these two venues, we have to have a sponsor. And each place costs $400 in expenses to pay the judges, to pay the assistant, to pay the marketing fees, to pay all the stuff that it costs to put on one audition. So we need a sponsor for each one of these venues. If we don't get a sponsor for each one of these venues, Call Me Ozz ends up having to sponsor it, and it costs $800 to do two of them. So my question to you is, if you were in my shoes and you kept getting asked to do this, and you took the time out to put this all together, and then you only get 5 people signed up, and you have to pay the $800 fee for it, would you bring it back next year? Because that's my question to you, because that's the question that I have to ask myself. Now, so what I'm going to say is if anybody out there personally wants to sponsor any of these venues for the minors, please get in touch with me. If any of these people have kids that sing that might want to try out for this, please get them signed up, because that's where we are. We need 18 at each one in order to choose 12 to go to the New Mexico State Fair. Now, I think we might have a winner. Let's see. We have Jason saying Elks Lodge. We have Tori saying Elks Lodge. Daniel, where did you come up with Moose Lodge, dude? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to try again, Daniel. But anyway, Jason and Tori, you and I need to get together so that we can get you some tickets to the Southwest Comedy Showcase. I will get in touch with you after the show, and we will get you hooked up with those tickets. I want to thank again Double L Media for this amazing production. I'm in the studios with them. If you need any kind of video needs, anything, this guy can do it for you, I promise. I do have a joke for y'all as we end this show today. What do you call an alligator detective? Okay, while you're thinking about that for a minute, I want to know if Daniel jumped back on and gave us the right answer. No. He did not. He did not. I'm so sorry, Daniel. Maybe next time. Anyway, the answer to the joke is an investigator. You guys have a great night, and I'll sing you soon.